expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Boxingvoice.com. All the guys want, I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather. I was trying to fight every fighter. I sacrificed a lot
Thaboxingvoice Productions
to get to where I got to.
What do you bring to the table?
Let's get this on. Let's do it.
Well, it's like this. Wait.
All right, that's it. Hold on. Bernard, everybody calm down.
Man, you know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I sacrificed a lot.
Boxingvoice.com.
To get to where I got to.
Boxingvoice.com.
Good morning, TBV. Good morning and welcome back to another Saturday edition of Border Wars. If you don't know what Border Wars is about and you're curious, stick around. If you do and this is not for you, don't apply, let it fly. Plenty of other shows that TBV brings you on a 7-day-a-week basis where you ain't got to hate on Border Wars. This is specifically for those that enjoy competition. If you enjoy being a competitive man or woman, if you are a guy that, you were a couch potato and a Monday morning quarterback when it came to boxing, from your couch. You would tell Danny Garcia how he should throw more punches, or Mikey Garcia how he should let his hands go versus Earl Spence. Well, this is exactly the reason that we created Border Wars, to get some of those critics from behind their keyboards and step inside of the ring where those 3 minutes last a lifetime. So we are back with Border Wars Season 6, registration closing in over 2 weeks, about 16 to 15 days for registration closing, and we already have a loaded card. Before I go out to my co-host in Indiana, let me just tell you what's on the docket. The rematch, Coach Mide, the highest level Border Wars fighter that we had or have, taking on the rematch with none other than JD from Texas, our former professional fighter. Then we have the co-main event, Michael Roland Thunder Gross in his revenge or repeat grudge match with F.O.G. Boxing Talk Born. Wheelchair fight back scheduled. Gemji, the Mexican superstar, TMG promoted fighter, will be taking on Matt Machine Gun Garces, also TMG promoted. In-house fight. They're calling it the biggest fight of Border Wars. Matt was in a Fight of the Year candidate with our very own Canelo Swift, Ringwalk Danny, and Gemji put on what the world is calling one of Border Wars' best fights with Castle Hill Gill. Then on the docket, we have returning in the heavyweight division none other than Dominican Dr. Mofongo, coming fresh off his victory over Santiago, the silent killer. Dr. Mofongo will be taking on Border Wars 1 sign up but pull out Eddie Bola de Grasa from Las Vegas, friend of Robert Ortiz from Escape the Fate. Also on the card in the heavyweight division, making his Border Wars debut, none other than Joesph Garces from Texas, Big SuperMEX, taking on TBV's own battle-tested barometer, litmus test for any heavyweight, Santiago, the silent killer, returning for his third Border Wars participation, looking for that big win in his Border Wars return. Then we have a potential fight with Marvin, the Tank Freeman from Texas, versus Robert Ortiz from Escape the Fate. Still waiting to see, does this get signed, sealed, and delivered? And I'm also hearing that we have Boxing Therapy versus Jordan Baker, signed, sealed, and delivered. Mike, in Indiana, what the hell is going on? What do you think of this stacked card?
Thaboxingvoice Productions. I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Boxingvoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. Oh my mic. He stayed at 147.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
Boxingvoice.com.
Yo, good morning, everybody out there in the TBV universe. Back with another one. It's Border Wars Saturday, man. Sound like a good card, great card, but I gotta be honest with the people, man. First thing first, I'm not quite sure that I will be participating in Border Wars this next one go around. Maybe the one after that, but this next one may be a stretch for me, man. Some things that came up yesterday, and I gotta take care of, and I gotta handle. So, no disrespect to F.O.G or anybody out there, man, because I love Border Wars. I would love the rematch, but more important things that I gotta take care of right now. But what's going on, everybody?
Well, damn, what a way to start the fucking show off with some shitty news.
I mean, you pretty much already knew, no, and I just didn't want to.
I actually didn't know. I mean, we spoke yesterday, but I didn't know all activities were off for you. Since that's like almost 2 months and some change out, you just never know. I know situations look bleak now, and then it could be sunshine, especially in 2 weeks, let alone 2 months. But your decision, everybody's gonna respect it. This is a blue collar sport. We all go through this. It's like a bowling league. Not everyone can make it, so it is definitely understandable. But it will be a blow, as they had you scheduled as the co-main.
Wow, Cold man, that's big. I appreciate that.
I mean, I know you wanted to go second, so second to last or second fight, however it works for you. But yeah, listed as co-main.
Yeah, but man, good morning though. How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Feeling blessed, and I have to just keep repeating it, man. I wake up every day and happy to be doing what it is that I'm doing. Watched some good fights yesterday. Went on a good walk today. Took the dogs out, watered my lawn. And, I realized today that being able to grow some grass has been one of the biggest achievements in my life. And it's so sad to say, like, I got kids in college. I started this podcast from nothing. But there's something about looking at that fucking deep green grass and knowing that's yours, bro. I don't know. It's so weird. I think I've seen movies like this or even commercials, but something about having some fucking banging grass, and I was obsessed because my yard looked like shit for so very long that I would just drive by and I'd be like, damn, babe, look at that grass. Oh, shit, look at his grass. And now I got some grass, man. I've been watering my shit twice a day. Staying on top of it. It got to like 90 out here too, so I've been giving it some extra sprinkles outside of the watering. But like I said, man, very happy. Other than the fact that you hit us with that blow, because anyone that isn't participating, I would still like them to be there for the ambiance of it. And a guy like you, obviously, we need the commentator. And if you're not gonna fight it, you would be, at least level-headed in the commentating. Versus coming down off of a big fight, whether it be a win, a draw, or a loss, then trying to commentate. So, yeah, man, we got to see what we can do. Who knows? Again, 2 months from now, whether you can fight or not, you can probably still fly out to commentate.
It's a possibility, man. It's a possibility. I just got to get some things in order, man. So that's about it, man. Got to make sure that shit's taken care of, man. I just don't like the position that I'm in now. You know what I'm saying? Unexpected yesterday. Wish I would have had a little bit more time to prepare for it, but it is what it is.
Hey, man, 2 days to Untitled. So if you guys are really curious or you're just damn right nosy, join us on Untitled and make sure you drop your question on Sunday or Monday asking Mike what the hell he's talking about. But I'll ask Mike my own question. Since you're off the card, which one excites you the most so far that have been announced and signed?
So many different ones, man. I mean, I was looking forward to that Jose and Anthony, but that one got scrapped. I mean, Jimmy and Matt. I mean, H Money be on here every day talking about how he got the biggest fight in Border Wars, the best fighters in Border Wars, the Mexican versus Mexican. So I want to see that. I want to see it as can Matt come back and do what he couldn't do the first fight. And is Jimmy all hype, or is Jimmy really that guy?
I mean, listen. What we do know about Jimmy is he's a guy that's going to let his hands go for sure. And honestly speaking, he said he got a coach now. I could see that being some danger for anybody because, that just goes to show Jimmy's the Ricky Williams from the Miami Dolphins a bunch of years ago. That's how you know I don't watch sports. But, he's the only running back that I knew that openly smoked marijuana and was still a beast, Easily one of the best running backs in the league. Back then when I was a kid, I don't know about now. Obviously, probably people have, destroyed his records. But they'll never destroy the fact that he's rushed all those yards while smoking marijuana. And Jimmy is no different. My man is a chimney like me and yourself. And you've seen how many punches he threw. It was like there was no wall. It was crazy, bro. Him and Canelo Swift, I ain't looking past Matt. But if you notice the style of punching that Jimmy chose to use, kind of those shovel uppercuts, kind of like the, what's that game? Rock'em Sock'em Robots, kind of those shovel uppercuts. Danny was doing the same style of punching. So it'd be interesting to see, do both turn those over and get more traditional and straight, technically sound, or do they go with what works for them, which is high output, shovel uppercuts to the body, ultimately destroying their opponent. But imagine those two with that same style going at each other. But, Matt was a guy that if anybody should be called Machine Gun, it should be Jimmy. But Matt was a guy that if you're going to give him the name Machine Gun, it was his heart that was on an automatic type of, level, because regardless of knockdown, regardless of punch, he kept coming. And a lot of those knockdowns were standing 8 counts that the referee gave due to the amateur-like rules that he didn't agree with. He didn't feel like, hey, I took a blow that I deserved a knockdown. But do you remember Matt out in Texas, and obviously Jimmy versus Castle Hill Gill, and just your assessment of how that fight's going to look, those two meeting up?
Yeah, Matt definitely showed a lot of heart in his fight against Danny. Showed the ability to keep throwing punches and really just keep working on it, even though he was down on the cards. And he was down by a couple of knockdowns. He just steady work. And I think Matt is a better opponent. And that's no disrespect to my guy, Castle Hill Gill. I just think Matt is a better opponent for Jimmy than Castle Hill Gill. You might get a little bit more coming back at Jimmy. Matt not going back down. He's not going to quit. He's not going to give up. So Jimmy's going to be in for a fight.
Now Jimmy being that inside, he's not wasting 1 second or allowing Matt to believe for 1 second that he doesn't got to come in on weight. They have a weight limit, I believe, of 168. And they want to come in on that, and they don't believe Matt can make it. Team Jimmy, they don't believe that Matt can make it, and they've been teasing him since the signing of this fight. Anywhere that Matt can be seen, whether it's Border Wars chat, Patreon community page, YouTube chat, it just doesn't matter. They Shannon brigging Matt, make that weight. So he's got a constant reminder in the back of his mind. But Jimmy's in the chat saying, I promise a fight. Fuck being technical. What's your thoughts about that? Is that the best thing? Second fight in Border Wars? Why waste time trying to get perfect and instead work on what works for you?
Yeah, like you always said, this is not like, we're not professionals, so being technical and trying to be all pretty and shit is not the way to go. It's going to be 2 minute rounds, so you got to throw punches 3 rounds, so you got to get what you can off. So I kind of feel what Matt's saying. Fuck being all that technical shit, man. Just go out there and try to put a beat down on the guy.
The public, Carlitos, is saying that Matt faced better opposition, though. Is that true? Do you feel that Danny Swift is better than Castle Hill Gill? And if so, how many levels? I'm putting you on the spot.
Look, man, Matt Cassidy Hill, you know what I'm saying? He said he was a amateur boxer in his younger days. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
really?
I mean, that's what y'all told me. So
Nah, he did say that. He did say 13, 14, he had some amateur fights in Puerto Rico. That's
I'm
what he
just
said.
looking at Danny. Like, yeah, Danny probably was a little bit better than Cassidy Hill because nobody's overly just better than anybody else. Cause you know what I'm saying, we are just guys having fun. But I think Danny has a little bit more than Cassidy Hill. Yeah, and I'm telling you, that's the fight that might be the fight that we need to look for down the road. You know what I'm saying? The winner of this fight versus Danny, because Matt won his rematch. If Matt get a victory, you know what I'm saying, he'll definitely be able to make some noise about his rematch. Now, if Jimmy win, does Jimmy want to fight Danny? Would Jimmy take a fight with Danny?
Well, Jimmy's at 168. Danny was at like 195 or some heavy shit. That's another thing that Matt is saying. He's like, look, my fight was a last minute replacement, literally. I didn't know I was fighting Danny till the day of or the day before. Danny was not in my weight class, and I still did what I did. So, Joesph Rodriguez Garces, the trainer, manager, promoter, they doing it all over there at the Garces Promotions. Even though they signed co-promotion deals with TMG, so they getting help. They like Devin Haney, they got their own promotional company, but they still getting help from TMG and H Money. But he says that Gemji is going to be taken to deep waters and then drowned. And Mike, before I ask you your opinion of that, I'm going to just keep it real and say, I don't know. Gemji showed an excellent tank. Every round, he let them hands go. Maybe I need to go back and film study Tuesday that fight, but I felt like he was definitely the more active fighter and definitely the one that had just more grit, more will and determination to want to let hands go and actually win.
Man, I don't know about I seen Jimmy and Gil take a break during the fight. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't just gonna sit here and say both guys had an unbelievable tank. I know one thing about Matt though. You try to take a little break in a fight on Matt. Matt coming for your ass. Matt ain't stopping, bro. We seen that like live and direct. Like that little break you and Gil had in y'all fight. Matt and Danny did not have one of those. Matt and Danny two punches every round, all round long. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not in shape, if that cardio is not right, Matt is going to expose that. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully both guys are in the best shape that they can be in. And Jimmy, I'm telling you, Matt is coming for you, Bob, and I hope you coming for Matt.
Well, they definitely going at it in the Border Wars chat right here on YouTube. I got, Gemji with the laughing emojis at Joseph's message, but he comes back and says, no way, Joesph, my cardio will be impeccable. And I'm not going to front. That's something that I started working on for this camp. I'm back to running. I'm taking it easy, though. I'm not going to do as many miles as I used to do. I'm going to slowly get into it. And I'm going to work on that cardio, too. So shout out to Gemji taking the necessary steps. I didn't feel tired, but I feel like everyone that watched the fight was saying I got tired after the first round. I didn't feel tired. You feel me? I don't know. I felt comfortable, but I'm going to work on it regardless because I know that I'm not working on a tank and I'm also smoking. So you can't do both. You can't be both in the negative. You got to put one of them suckers in the green. But looks like we got Matt Garces calling in and we got his promoter, Joesph, Big SuperMEX. Let me get out to SuperMEX because he's going to be making his debut right here in New Jersey on Border Wars, and he's going to be taking on a silent killer, but he's doubling as a promoter. So we got to ask, Mike, do you feel that those two lives can overlap each other and be an issue for the debuter in Big SuperMEX, or can he do a Oscar De La Hoya, a Devin Haney, a Floyd Mayweather, and be fighter and promoter?
I think it's good for him. You know what I'm saying? If you got your brother's fighting, so you got somebody to train with, somebody to go out there and hit the bag with and do exercises with. So I don't see it as being a big detriment to Joesph. So I think it's good for Joesph. You know what I'm saying? More motivation, just more seeing your brother over there working hard. So that's gonna make you work hard too, in my opinion. It would me.
Shout out, good morning, and safe drive to our alumni appreciation night attendee. I mean, Border Wars, every season participant. Eric Cruz with some super chat love on his ride from Dallas to Houston for the big fight with Jamal Charlo and Brandon Adams. Says, shout out to all the existing and new Border Wars contestants. And that coming from Eric Cruz, Mr. S.O.G. himself, who has signed up to so many Border Wars and looks to be part of this season. Now, the fight with Fern Gully from Los Angeles, a Santiago Silent Killer stablemate, it's off. He was supposed to face Lauren, a.k.a. the Maserati. That fight fell through. Fucking Fern hurt his hand again. It probably never healed properly. Went back to sparring. He spars so much. And he hurt his hand. He's still holding out hope. His flight and hotel is non-refundable. So he will be here regardless if he can fight or not. So really sucks.
How bad is the injury?
I don't know. He says he can't make a fist last time we text, which was a few days ago. I could text. It's about 7:30 in the morning over there right now. See if he's up, see how he's feeling.
Did he say he broke it, strained it, or just jammed it real bad, or did he say anything like that? Does it feel broken? Is it excruciating pain, or is it just swollen?
Well, he definitely said he can't make a fist and that it hurts, so.
Yeah. I mean, never know. He could bounce back.
Yo, it's so crazy, man. Even on this level, we have injuries left and right, pullouts left and right. Another thing I want to speak of is even on this level, look, obviously, we say things that affect certain fighters, and man, the Border Wars chat really ran Jose off, and it sucks. I know Jose almost 10 years, so it's like, whoa. I'm
still not believing that shit, man.
He's
I don't
been
know
in
what
that
happened.
chat. He's been in that chat for I don't know how many years. So it's like, I don't even know how to react. It's like, my man, the biggest troll that I know now feels like, whatever is being done to him is unfair and unjust, and so much so that he's separating, and it's crazy because we all accuse each other of this, right? Like, I've taken some time off from Border Wars chat because I feel like they're unfair. They're definitely unjust in there. You got to have thick skin. Now, this shit ain't for everybody, you know what I mean? They will gang up on you and they will bully your ass. That's definitely elementary and high school all rolled in one, yo. So if you ain't built for that, you ain't built for that. But it's like, damn, it's just like real life. Like, Crawford don't fuck with me, and now Jose don't fuck with a lot of y'all. And that's crazy. Border Wars isn't supposed to be about that. It was supposed to be about guys like, myself that started at 278 pounds, losing weight, and stop calling people bums because we got in the ring and we realized that 2 minutes, because it ain't even 3. We don't fight the 3 minutes. Even though I train the 3 minutes, we don't fight the 3 minutes. We fight in 2-minute rounds. And those 2-minute rounds, man, some of us see our life flash.
Ain't long enough, is it? I think we should go ahead and go to 3-minute round.
Yeah. Easy for you to say. You and your man was definitely avoiding a lot of punches. Y'all had the ability to be in some sort of matrix. Like, if you lean back, he lean back, y'all was missing each other. That shit don't work like that for us. You lean back all you want, nigga, I'm gonna come forward. That shit don't work, man. Yo, I'm telling you, yesterday was my first day back sparring, and Hakeem beat the shit out of me. And the coach wasn't there, right? He got there late, so coach was like, yo, go ahead, get some rounds in with Ness, and bounce. Left us unattended, unsupervised. You know what I'm saying? So he was putting that motherfucking mustard on them shots. And then I gave his motherfucking ass a ride to the bus stop, and his strength and conditioning coach, the owner of the gym, hits him up like, yo, you threw 36 punches in that first round and 56 in the second, man. You got to pick it up. And I'm like, damn, this nigga was watching from the eagle in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Can I get my punch count? You know what I'm saying? Can I get my punch count? Even though I know I probably do like 10 in that second round because I'm telling you I was dead. I could not wait for that fucking 3rd minute bell to ring so I could just be out. He like, come on, man, one more. Well, I'm like, what? Man, I'm dead. I'm dying right now. You should be calling an ambulance right now. I'm dying. But he wasn't listening. But yeah, man, Fern is out. But I went to Fern for this because I want to get your advice. I got Eric listening on his ride. You know, we got some Texas dudes on the chat and on the line. So I want to say this, right? You know Lauren, a.k.a. Maserati, right? Maserati Blanco. Yep. You know they call him Maserati Blanco. You know what I'm saying? He got in the ring with JD and whatever. It is what it is. He scared some people away, right? Can we agree on that?
Got some guys nervous.
Okay. So with that Triple G-like allure that he received, he ran with it, right? And in Texas, he asked JD to fight. JD didn't have an opponent. Mario didn't show up. His opponent didn't show up. He said, fuck it, JD, let's get it in. JD said, nah. I mean, not JD, excuse me. Anthony said, nah. Anthony Edwards, Cincinnati Cobra. Fans' favorite. People calling him the Wilder of Border Wars. He said, nah. Is he going to be on the official Border Wars record? Nah. And I get him. That's respect. You know why? Because why take a last-minute fight when you a name in this, you know, you a name in this Border Wars series. So you don't know what is Maserati, but what we do know is now that Maserati got in there with JD, who's a former pro, he was willing to get in there with the Cobra, wasn't afraid of that venom. And he's been Shannon Briggen Sal, Iron Sal from LA. Let's be honest. Ever since he stepped on the scene, he's been calling out Sal, calling him out his name, telling him let's get it in, asking him for the fight, and, you know. So I said, all right, look, I got you, because there's a lot of people signed up. Let's just say that right now. There's a lot of new people that signed up. Shout out to Boxing Therapy. Shout out to Jordan Baker. Shout out to Southside Ducey. And I believe another one in Las Vegas possibly signing up, King. So, you know, there's a lot of fights for Lauren in his weight, but there's no title in that weight, right? The weight with the title is 168. 168. You know, he wanted to fight when he first signed up and he first sent the message. He wanted to fight at 54 with Fern or anybody at 47. Okay? That's what he wanted. But Sal fought at 65, his first fight, and he wanted Sal. Ant fought at 68, and he wanted Ant. Cruz is at 68. He ain't mentioned Cruz, but I said yesterday, I said, look, you could get Elias, who's a lot more experienced than Lauren. He's Doomsday's cousin. They're sparring on him. He's been in the ring with Mide. Mide thinks he's special. Or you could get in there with Southside Ducey. He's new. He's unknown. And the devil you don't know. Or you could go ahead and eat some oatmeal. Eat a little bit of oatmeal. Oh, you can't make weight? Add a fucking scoop of rice. And I'm dead ass. Get some minute rice, boil it for a minute. Get some instant oatmeal or some Quaker oatmeal, boil that shit, mix it together, get your weight up. Get in there with Cruz.
You want the nigga to mix oatmeal and rice together?
Oh, you ain't never done that?
Yeah, no.
Oh, you don't know nothing about putting on that muscle then.
I don't.
Especially not in the Bing. How else you gonna get your carbs in the Bing? How else you gonna get big? Yo, rice and oatmeal in the morning.
Ain't no bread in that motherfucker.
What else? Yeah, no, there's plenty of bread, but yo, bread is bad for the basket, champ. Bread is bad for the basket. That
It
rice,
is?
how bread? Yo, that rice, if you do rice like Chinese people, straight white rice, Nice. Safe, healthy. You see all them Chinese people nice and lean. But anyway, keep the oil low and the salt low, and you're good. Cruz is coming to Texas. Houston, Texas. JD, you got his number. You would have had it if you was in that iPhone Border Wars group chat. You work. But all right, so where were we at? Bring me back to reality.
Fern Gully and Sal, man. You want Fern
so I told Lauren, yo, you could take, one of these new 65ers, y'all both new, or you could go in there with the 68 with Cruz. And, yo, what happens if you fight Cruz? Ranking all the way goes up. Now, it could go two ways. That don't mean you're going to beat Cruz. It don't mean you're going to beat Cruz. But if you beat Cruz, your name is talked about with who? Anthony Edwards and Jose. Jose's retired at this point. He's retired. Sal is taking off this season because September 13th or 14th is his birthday. Happy birthday to Sal. Hopefully his skin remains tough, All he got to do is go back to that $5 level. He could come back to the Border Wars chat, but he went under. I got under his skin and he went under. You know what I'm saying? Then I got more under his skin when I'm like, damn, you lowering your Patreon because I said some words? You real female traits over there, you know what I'm saying? So it got a little ugly. I'm telling you, the Border Wars chat ain't for everybody. Don't ask to get in that chat. It ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. Mike ignores it. That's how he gets through his day. He just ignores that shit. Yeah, but what do you think about that matchup? Because I'm just saying, if you're Lauren, you already tried to get in there with Ant. You already tried to get in there with Sal. You already telling the world that you got them balls. You got in there with JD. Fuck it. What's the waiting for? You want a title? You take out Cruz, and what they gonna say? Anthony don't even got to fight right now, cause Jose pulled out, right? So if you beat Cruz, the words on everybody's lips is going to be like Lauren versus Ant next. Lauren versus Ant. Now, that's the easiest way to a title shot. Now, yeah, you could go get a new guy, and you could fight a new guy, and you could beat that new guy, and then people going to say, oh, well, that new guy's, we don't know how that new guy looks. What if he looks like Castle Hill Gill? Now we going to slow you down again. Now we going to throw a Jordan Baker at you because now we seen Jordan Baker, or now we going to throw a Cruz at you, you know what I'm saying? We ain't going to give you a straight title shot, but you go straight for Cruz first fight, that statement making material. I'm just saying.
Honestly, if I'm Lauren, I wouldn't take Cruz first fight, man. That's a tough fight. It's a bigger guy. Weight classes are for a reason, and we all heard Ant say Cruz hit him.
168. Cruz is just chunky. He's 168, though. He makes that weight.
He can hit like a fucking truck.
He can, but let me tell you this. Why don't nobody fight Cruz with they fight? Even Anthony Edwards went in there banging. He just got lucky that he's explosive and boom, on the inside he put Cruz down. But that's Cruz's fight.
Yeah, Jose did though.
Jose fought his fight on the back foot. Tame the beast. Tame the beast. People thought Jose was going to get knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Tame the beast. Tame the beast. Tyson Fury was supposed to get knocked out. Tame the beast. That's all I'm saying. Listen, if he's in your weight, nothing you should be afraid of. It's nothing you should be afraid of. If he making that weight, there's nothing you should be afraid of. Seriously. But that's just me giving options as an advisor. You ain't got to take the Cruz option. But if you on your Erickson Lubin trip and you trying to get straight there, that's the route. That's the route. That is the route. Rick, what up, Rick? Shout out to Rick. Listen, we're going to go out to some of these callers. I'm going to go to Mastermind, debuter, promoter, Joesph Rodriguez Garces, Big SuperMEX. What it do? Buenos dias. What's up?
Good morning. Good morning, folks. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and use my first call to help co-promote this Matt fight, and then I'll boomerang to talk about myself. Because the big thing with Matt and Jimmy, and this is what I noticed just from the negotiations and what I question about Jimmy, and that's his heart. Okay, give me a second to explain why. In negotiations, first things first, Jimmy said 175. We gave it to him. Then it was 172. We gave it to him. Then it was 170. We gave it to him. Got down to 168. We gave it to him. Then it was Matt's too tall. Keep that in mind. Matt's too tall. Okay? So let's go. Let's talk about Matt. This is what I'm going to tell you why I don't question my brother's heart or the gas tank. Let me tell you. So Matt's first initial fight on Border Wars was against, I don't know if you remember, was supposed to be against Ahmed. Ahmed was 6'4". And Matt's initial fight he wanted was at 168. That's the weight he asked for in his first phone call. Ahmed couldn't get to 68. So Matt took a fight at 190 pounds against a 6'4" guy who nobody was giving him a shot except for Mike. Shout out to Mike. Mike's been a good supporter. Always believed in Matt, so we appreciate that. And now, here's a sidebar real quick. 2 weeks before the fight, everybody's already thinking that Mario's not going to show up. Ring walk Danny calls in and said, I've been training for 2 weeks at this point. At this point, he's been training for 2 weeks, he says. He wants Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards refuses to fight. Okay? So we get back. Let's get back. 2 days before Border Wars, Ahmed and his buddy, Whack-Ass Willie, pull that stunt on us. Back out of the fight. Matt left with no opponent. Him and Lauren agree to each other. Lauren has to wait for Matt says, you know what?
Hold on. I need you to back up. Who? Anthony Edwards didn't want to fight who? You saying your brother asked to fight Ant?
No. Ring walk Danny. Anthony Edwards, 2 weeks before the fight, said, no, I'm not going to fight Ring walk Danny. I'm not taking a last-minute opponent.
Ooh,
now,
Mike,
I'm not calling him a
Mike, ain't that your hero?
That's a fact.
Ain't that your hero?
Who?
Mike trying to act like he don't hear what's going on.
Who?
And that's on record.
Joseph,
that's on a previous
tell him
show.
again, Joseph. Tell him again. That shit just try to. It
2
almost
weeks before the
slipped
fight.
past me.
On the Border War show, 2 weeks before the fight, Ring Walk Danny called and you approached and said, if Mario pulls out Anthony Edwards, do you want Ring Walk Danny? And Ring Walk Danny says, no, I'm not taking the replacement fight with Ring Walk Danny. I'm not calling him a duck. He just refused to fight. So here we go. 2 days before Border Wars, both fighters pull out. Matt and Lauren agree to fight. We get there that day. Doomy, being the great guy he is, checks the skill level, says, no, Lauren's a better skill level. That morning, if you remember, Ness, actually, you offered me a one-round fight with Danny. So, which I'm gonna say real quick, one round with Danny, this fat boy would have ate his ass up like a jelly donut, and that's for you, Whack is the truth. Anyways, so instead of Lauren fighting Matt, that gets called off. Matt had already went down lower in weight because we were coming in bigger for Lauren. 30 minutes before the fight, 30 minutes before they actually met and got in the ring, Matt agrees to fight Danny right then and there. We get in the fight, and it doesn't go the way we thought. Danny's a bigger man. Danny's outweighing Matt by probably 10, 15 pounds in the ring. The fight's getting tough. In the corner, ask Matt, you ready? You want to stop? Anything you can't handle? No, we ain't quitting. Fight's getting tough. Keep going. Actually hurts Danny in the second round. That came from Danny's own mouth. Hurts Danny in the second round. Just never followed up to the head. Kept going. Tough fight. What I want to know about Jimmy is if you can make all this about weight, about height, what's going to happen when you're in a real fight, when you got a fist coming to your face, when you got somebody who's not going to trip over their toes, who's not going to fall over, who's not going to flop, who's not going to fall down from a headbutt. When you got somebody hitting you in your face, digging to that body, when the game plan ain't going as fast, how much heart do you got? Because we got warrior spirit over here. We got the real Mexican style. And we coming for you. But we're going to find out.
60 seconds.
All that cardio ain't going to mean shit when you're in a real fight and you don't know what to do. When you got somebody hitting you back. When you got somebody putting that left uppercut and that left hook in your face. Ask Ringwalk Danny about how that left hook feels. Ask Doomy about that left hand. He'll tell you. So September 13th, I hope you're in the best shape you can be, Jimmy, because you're going to be in a real fight. And we're gonna show you that that Castle Hill Gill made you a star, but we're gonna make you famous. That's my call on that one, man. I'll boom right talk about Santiago.
I like that right there, boy. Castle Hill made you a star, but nigga, I'm gonna make you famous. Okay.
Damn. Okay. I like the energy, champ. I like the energy. So now that was promoter. Now we about to talk to Big
10
SuperMEX.
seconds.
Huh? Big SuperMEX, what it do?
So let's talk about Santiago, man. Look, Ness, I've been rocking. I've had TBV subscribed for years. I've never really been on the podcasting, so I got in the truck. But I know heard these callers, and I've heard he's a great dude. Seems like a great guy. Trains hard, trains his ass off. But as far as the litmus test, man, I like to blow tests out the water. And I'm coming to punch a hole through his face. Simple as that. I got on my Shannon Briggs gig because I noticed he don't call in much no more. I noticed a lot of these guys don't call in much no more, And so I snooped around, found him on another podcast. You probably know where he's at. And I hunted him down there. And I let him know, wherever you go, wherever you listening, I'm listening just for you. I'm coming to find you, and I'm going to make sure you're ready. And I don't know. I've heard a lot of guys say they felt bad for Santiago. They may not have felt whatever, some type of way about him. The man's got the balls to step in there, so I'm not feeling sorry for nobody because as far as I'm concerned, if he's getting in there, he's going to do the same thing that I am, and that's to take his head off. So I got to punch a hole through his face. I got to put him down, and I got to go in there and make him really rethink if he ever wants to sign up again. Nothing personal. That's just the nature of the beast.
He showed a lot of improvement. I know there's people out there that think Santiago isn't good. But
that's ridiculous to think that, man, because he's progressed from fight one to now.
Absolutely, he has, bruh. I'm telling you, and it's because he isn't being trained properly. Because this time around, he came back, moving his head, ducking under shots, and punching in combination much better than ever. But there's still some tweaks that he can do that they obviously not working on. Like it's no fucking secret. You know what I'm saying? Like my man needs to keep his hands up higher. He just doesn't. But I don't know, bro.
But the thing is, I can't go in there banking on that he hasn't improved. I got to go in there thinking he's gotten the best camp in. He's put in the best work. He's improved a lot more because if I do what some of these guys do and think, he's nobody, that's how you go in and get beat. I got to go in there. I'm going to go in there and treat every opponent until I get to Nestor Gibbs like they're Nestor Gibbs. Because like I said, my ultimate goal is to pick up a WBL strap and unify, make a big fight. But it starts now. None of that happens if I overlook this fight and don't take it seriously. If I don't go out there and put a statement on. I'll be honest, look, man, a lot of people I know probably are judging me based off my brother's first performance. But understand this. My brother's not the same killer that I am. He's not the same beast that I am. And I'm not saying he's not one. But there's just a different level. I don't lose. I eat, sleep, and breathe winning. Any sport I do, whether it's football, whether it's baseball, whether it's this. I don't lose. I hate losing more than I love winning. And I've been waiting a long time for this. And that's how first, at one point, I was the only heavyweight to sign up for Border Wars, Shout out to Jose, you, Eric Cruz, guys that looked after me and said, get in better shape. Take care of yourself. Keep yourself healthy. Don't hurt yourself. Just do this. That time is coming past. The work's been put in. And I plan on making a statement. One thing I'll give Santiago is he's taking shots nobody's ever seen to face him. I got to come in and do better than everybody's done against him. I got to come in and make it look like I should have got the Mofongo fight first. And I got my eyes on the winner of his fight if he still fights. We taking step by step by step to this.
Nah, the winner, if you look good, because, again, Santiago technically looked good this last fight. So if you technically
There's
look
some
good,
people that believe he won.
Because listen, your brother did good, but it's like we talked about. He was with the shovel punches. He didn't have that technical style. Like Mofongo, he came in there looking like a natural, just like Chris El Natural, the Salvadorian from Canada. Unfortunately, that's a heavyweight that hasn't been back. He suffered some illnesses, and he just ain't been able to get back. Santiago calling in.
Here we go.
Shit. That's right. Don't you be talking about Santiago.
So I love it. I love it, man. I want this guy to be confident. Like I said, He's worked hard, and I got to work harder to outdo him.
Yo, so what's your height, Joesph?
I'm 5'11". Well, 5'10".
5'10". And
Really
what's
depending, what kind of shoes I got on.
What's Santiago's height?
I'm not even sure, man. There's no height classes in boxing. I'm not worried about it.
Ooh.
Ness, I'm trying to fight you. You like what, 6'5", 6'6"?
No, I hear you. But you also got a plan, man. You know what I'm saying? AJ trying to fight Wilder. He got a plan too. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got steps to go through.
You right.
You know, I'm trying to take on my biggest challenge this next fight. I'm in training. I'm trying to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to continue to prove these bum ass callers wrong.
Hey, you got to, man. Like I said, a lot of people got me judged just based off of my brother's performance. You know what I mean? But for anybody who
when you submitting that tape, when you submitting that tape, so we can fucking heat things up. You know, Santiago, I asked for tape. He gonna send that shit ASAP.
Yeah, I'm getting it in real soon, because I got that coming, and then I got H Money, and then I'm gonna do my promotional video. Get it ready.
Okay. Yo, I wanna let me get to Santiago real quick, Joesph. But I wanna ask in the chat, Eric Garcia, are you Chris Garcia's brother? Is this the one that fought Anthony, man? I don't know. I know you've been listening to the show. I just don't know if that's you. But let me know if that is you, man. Shout out to Eric Garcia from Canada. If it is, he had that great fight with Anthony Edwards. You could catch that on Border Wars, man. That's a classic. Let's get out to. I was gonna jump to Matt, but Matt, I'm gonna pump the brakes on the brothers and go to his opponent. Let your brother get some shine as he led as a promoter for you. Let's go to Santiago in LA, bright and early. What's going on, Santiago?
Not much. Just barely waking up, and got your text, jumped on. What's good, man? Talking Border Wars.
We definitely are, man. I hear from Joesph that he's been Shannon Brigging you, man. I heard he hunted you down on another podcast and is not letting you forget that you got a fight on September 13th. Any truth to this?
No, I did actually. He super chatted that actually just to make sure and whatnot. So yeah, it's an interesting thing when you're 0-2 and you're the one still being hunted down. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping to have everything sorted out and taken care of by the deadline for Border Wars registration. Because my mom had open heart surgery last Monday, so right now she's in a very sensitive position where if you know how that goes, it's not really easy, especially with someone who's been in the hospital for as long as she has this past year. So I just want to make sure that before I commit to anything, I make sure that she's taken care of first and foremost.
Damn, I thought she was out the dark the last time before the last Border Wars, man. I'm sorry to hear that news. So definitely you are not in the right mindset for this at the moment. I mean, family first for sure.
No, man, and hopefully everything goes well. Making sure that I'm still going to the gym. I'm still going with Fern. I know that Fern probably kept up to date about what happened with him.
Yeah,
so
he says he's still coming though, 100%. He says none of his travel plans could be canceled, so he's still coming.
Yeah, man. So gonna be making sure that everything's sorted out, taken care of. Obviously, I'll confirm with you for sure if anything changes, but the plan is to try and come out with Fern and, be there for this next one too.
Man, you the man. You a soldier. Still trying to make it out, man. We getting plenty of messages in the chat saying prayers to your mom, bro, and prayers up. We got JD in Texas sending you love. Dundada sending you love. Joesph, everybody telling you to handle your family first, man. You know we're here if you need something. You know you got my number, brother. I had no clue that was going on, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go though. Get to some other callers. This way you ain't even gotta, think about that when you got something so stressful on your mind right now, bro.
Oh no, man. You know what? With what it is, honestly, if anybody's taking this in stride, it really is her of all people. I know I told you and a few other people that part of the reason why I even went out the first time was because she was the one that encouraged me to go. She was the one that told me you need to do this for yourself. And as bad as she might have been, if it wasn't for her encouraging me to go, I would never have gone in the first place. So she's the reason why I was even able to put on the performance I put on this last Border Wars. So definitely, I'm looking forward to it. I know where my priorities lie, but believe you me that when it comes to what I want to do, I'll be focused. I'll be ready, regardless of how much time I have to prepare or whatnot. Because you already know that when I took the fight with Doctor Mofongo, I took that last minute, but I didn't whine. I didn't complain. I put in the work and shit. I put on such a good performance that you and a bunch of other people thought that I won the fight.
Yeah, man. No, we were just talking about that. This is your best performance. Everyone has been talking about it, and there are people that thought you won. I'm telling you, you improved tremendously, man. Whatever you did the last time, if you can crank that up a bit, you're probably gonna bring that win home. And it's difficult to say, obviously, because it's like I say, the devil you don't know is Joesph. We've never seen him, but you improved tremendously from that Chris fight to this fight. Your head movement, the way you ducked under shots, the combination punch. Listen, your biggest issue is what I keep telling you. Keep your fucking hands up, champ. You got to keep your hands up. In my gym, not that my coach, I can't call him my coach, but what I see him do to the two professional fighters that he's dealing with is he puts those little beanbag weights, Mike. You got them in your gym. They're like sand, they're like rubber, but they're like weights. And he makes the fighter keep the glove on and then put that weight in between his face and the glove, and then hit the bag with the other hand and just hold that little fucking ball up so that you know to keep your gloves up, bro, because you don't keep your gloves up. But listen, Santiago, I do got to get to some other callers. Have a great morning over there, man. Send my love and prayers to your mom, of course, and tell the rest of the LA family TBV says what's up.
No problem, dude. You guys take it easy. Everyone that's listening in, I hope you guys are enjoying the content they're putting up for Border Wars. It's a great thing that they started. I was part of one of the few people that was involved in the first thing that happened. And if you look back at a couple episodes, even though I didn't feel good about it, there was a reason why Ness was calling me TBV's Trainer of the Year for a while back. So everybody take it easy, and I hope you guys have a great weekend.
For sure, man. Santiago, he's battle tested, brother. He's battle tested. I wish I was there for one training session just to see what it is that he's lacking, because you can see the skill. It's just got to be the discipline. And I don't mean running miles or hitting the bag. The lack of discipline, I guess, of a coach, right? Having a coach there to remind you to do something.
Or it might just be hard to focus when you got a lot of real shit going on in your life.
That is also true. That's like one of the biggest things, right, he's dealing with. Let me go out to promoter Boomeranger.
Boxingvoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that bitch. Ballin' like Swish. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the work.
Well, they dropped off. I'm going to go out to Stainless.
Straight to the point for those with attention deficit. I'm so repetitive, so I gotta repeat. Stainless from the streets to the deep. I'm coming with that heat. All you need to know about me, I'm coming with that heat.
Yo, TBV, what up?
Stainless, what up, champ? Good morning.
Hey, man, what's good? What's good, Mike?
What up?
Mike can drop.
Man, you got quiet ever since you heard that news about Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? You all right over there?
What the hell are y'all talking about?
The fact that Anthony Edwards didn't take that Danny
Up the
Canelo
fight with
Swift
Green
work,
What they
Walk
got to do
Danny.
with me?
because that's your favorite fighter on Border Wars. You
You
always
a big
bigging him up.
fan, yeah.
Oh wow, you guys just making shit up. All right.
That's what's up. I mean, you just real quiet over there, man. You know what I'm saying? Happy Saturday. You know what I'm saying? This is a great show. I was just calling in because I always call in. You say what?
Nothing at all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was just calling in because I call in, but man, Joesph went straight off the top, man. It got me hyped. You know what I'm saying? As far as that Matt Jimmy fight, I don't know if it was just because I was in Houston, but I can tell you, man, Matt got power because he backed Danny off of him. And he got some skill, too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was because it was his first real fight, you know what I'm saying, and maybe a little bit more nerves than anything else, but as that fight went on, Matt started to get with him. So I don't know if H1 need to be talking that fight up like that. Maybe he need to, you know what I'm saying, pull a Al Heyman and just get quiet and let the fighter do the promoting on that fight right there, because they might be biting off more than they can chew with Matt. You know what I'm saying? Second off, and probably more importantly, man, I just want to send my love and best wishes and prayers to Santiago moms. I met her in New York at the TVP appreciation party, and at first it was a little off-putting to see her there because I didn't really expect to see that. But she is such a cool lady, man, and so nice. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I just wish her a speedy recovery. You know what I'm saying? I hope she gets well soon. Whether or not Santiago gets the fight, you know what I'm saying? I just hope that she gets well soon. But speaking to that, you know what I'm saying, it makes more sense as to Santiago's performance. And I don't know, Joesph might be biting off more than he can chew with Santiago. The dude, for one, can take a punch, and he ain't scared to throw one while he can hit with one either. So you might want to think about that before you get in a little too deep. I'm sorry to hear about Flying, too, with his hand, man, the same speedy recovery. Man, I'm just ready to hear some more fighters. I guess Ace Money are mad after me, so I'm going to let this show get back on his wheels and shit and get the fuck off of here. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up and share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. It's TPV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, you stupid. Peace.
Stainless, man. Have a great day. He's right, bro. He's right, man. Some good fights and some good fighters, man. I wonder who Cruz is gonna match up with. Maybe Cruz takes this one off. Who knows? Who knows?
Does
Let's
he
go.
want to fight, or does he want to he wants to fight again, like right away?
He hasn't ruled it out.
Okay.
He hasn't ruled it out. No, he's just looking for the right fight. I guess nothing really's been presented to him, but we're gonna go to Machine Gun Matt Garces. What up? Machine Gun.
Yo. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, cool. What's going on, y'all? Good morning. Good morning.
Chill.
What's going on, bro?
Ooh, yeah, man. It's going good, man. It's going good. We in here. We staying in shape. We stay in the gym. Listening to what everybody's saying. The hype that's been behind it. It seems like this Border Wars, and it's ever since in March, Border Wars has been getting bigger, and that's only been a handful of months. So that's good to see.
Yes, it is, man. It's exciting. It's exciting to see this many new people sign up. That 168, 65 division, 55, like that's what's starting to fill up from 47 to 68.
Yeah, and that's good to see, man. Because there was always only a little handful of fighters in those divisions. Now that we're getting more, it's gonna grow, and hopefully everybody else is gonna be ready. And hopefully, and including my fight, I will be ready. I will be making weight. Kind of like I've been told you, man. Ever since I took that first fight, all it was it was just nerves. Nerves. I felt what it was really like to be in a boxing event. So it's yeah, I feel like with this fight there won't be no nerves. I'll be more comfortable. I'll be ready. We have found a gym that we can now attend and go to and get more boxing training in. So it's like that's what we're gonna be focusing on more with
How
this time.
far? How far is it?
It's actually in town, you know. So there's one in town, and then we got one out of town, and then about Lubbock's about 30 minutes away.
They both
So
got rings?
yeah, they both got. Well, one's got a ring. One's just got kind of like they just kind of rope off a section with padding under it. So
Yeah.
it's either way, sparring's happening on both sides.
Nice, nice. And have you visited them yet, or just like Googled it?
I visited the one in town, not in Lubbock yet, but I plan to visit it soon.
How was it? People welcoming? Did it look
Oh
like
yeah,
good?
people real welcoming. Nobody trying to like outdo you or turn you away, but kind of just motivate you and get you to be better.
So there was work immediately. Like
Yes, you know,
sparring,
it's like
sparring work
yeah,
or pad work?
yeah, pad work. You know, they said saw me hit the bag. They kind of worked with me on a lot of things. You know, it was like you get there and it's like, hey, you know, since you got the time, let's work out. And I was like, okay, you know what? Let me grab my stuff. And then I went. You know, I went in and I talked to the people there, and you know, it went good for me. You know, it's something that I know will help. You know,
Nice.
because to me, like it's good. This is like for me, it is getting in shape because you know, like I said when I first called in, I wanted to fight at 168 pounds. The weight that I was at the time, it felt uncomfortable. It felt weird. You know, I came down from like almost 230 to 185, and then at 185 I felt okay, but I felt like you know I knew I could be better. You know, in better shape I could be better. Now that I'm gonna be in a healthier shape now it's that in a quicker time. It's all about getting in fight shape and fight mentality and fight training. Just so because I know I'm gonna beat this dude. I know it ain't no problem with this dude. He wasn't in a real fight. His first fight.
Word, yo, y'all terrible. So you don't think that was a real fight?
Who was he getting hit by?
By
You tell
Castle
me.
Hill Gill.
When?
What you mean? He was in the fight for 6 minutes.
The boy tired himself out with his own punches. Like no disrespect to Castle Hill Gill because he's cool. You know, he's cool to hear him talk when he puts in his points. But you know, it's just you see what happened. He had the most entertaining fight. He didn't have the best fight. You know, he wasn't the fight of the year. He had an entertaining fight. It was funny to watch.
I mean, I guess you got a point, but I mean, we still got to see the heart of Gemji and his work rate, right?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. He had a good little work rate. You know, he for his first
work rate,
fight,
Mike.
for his first fight, you know, he got midway to that second round before he fell over the rope. So that was something to see.
So you think you was in tougher?
I mean, yeah. Well, look what happened. I went through 3 different people before I finally got a fight with Danny, and Danny was 200 fucking pounds. You can't tell me he was like 195, 190 something. Nah, that motherfucker was drinking and smoking and wasn't really training. He got in the gym barely and called me out barely. Why? Because what happened in Dallas. Don't get me wrong. The knockdowns it's with the rules. I can't really complain now, but I know it wasn't no real knockdowns. Boy was just hitting headgear.
Yeah, but you gotta watch some amateur fights, man. You gotta watch some amateur fights. You gotta watch amateur fights because when you get hit with a clean shot, they give you a standing 8. That's why people say, oh, he's still got the amateur style because amateur style is pity pat, stay away, pity pat. You know what I'm saying? Hit the dude, score the points, get away, don't get hit. But you know, Doomy and listen, I had issues with the referee, you know, with Mide, and we got Doomy now, and people have issues with his standing 8s. It's just something that we have to continue to push on Doomy, but he's thinking of your guys' you know, safety.
And I see that too, and I understand. That's why I say with some of them, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm telling you, I've watched mine and Danny's fight like 1,000 times already to see what went wrong or where we can improve. Even to this day, I'm still looking at it. Okay, here's what we did, and here's what we need to do. There was there's instance that's something like, yeah, it's because it's just the headgear. But there's instances, okay, yeah, I got hit clean right there. I should have done something different. I should have kept my hands up. I should have kept working him with a jab. You know,
yeah,
all kinds
definitely.
of things like that.
Oh my God, when we go back and watch our fights, you just see, especially me, I see so many moments where I could have been working. And it's like, damn, see, I could have been working right there. I'm so lazy in that ring, bro. I need to get out of that, man. And listen, on this level, Matt, whoever throws more punches wins the fight. It's just bottom line. It's just the bottom line. Look, JD was a pro, and fucking Matt put hands on him. You were there. I mean, Lauren put hands on him because he let hands go. Same thing when JD fought Mide. Mide let his hands go way more. He was punching in 4-punch, 5-punch combinations. On this level, you let them hands go, it's going down.
Yeah, and I seen that, because I figured that out after my first round. The nerve shakes shook off, and like my brother said, he asked me in the first round, he's like, "Yo, are you okay? Do we get out of here? I can get you out of here." And I said, "No, I can handle this. His power ain't that much. It ain't nothing. I can face this
Damn, he
guy."
asked to get you out of there. Oh my God, we getting that BT Sports corner footage audio right now, Mike.
Yeah, because it's honest. Look at that first round. I'm getting hit. I'm not really throwing back. He's like, when we got there to when we got in the ring, it's like, hey, what's going on? Are you all right? I'm like, I'm fine. I took them, like I said, like as soon as I got hit in the face a couple times, it was fine. I was like, you know what, cool. And then the second round, I come back in and hurt him. Danny told me and my brother that I hurt him in that second round. It could have put him out of there.
So you feel you got that power?
Yeah, I got that power, I got that speed, and I got that work rate, man. It don't stop. The heart and conditioning and strength and all that, it don't stop.
Yo.
Don't let me add all this skill behind it and go in there and working, because I am. This is what's going to happen. This boy going to get beat bad.
So what's your thoughts on Anthony Edwards?
My thoughts on Anthony Edwards is a beast and a real cool dude. Because I've talked to Anthony Edwards a handful of times, but he is a beast in the ring, and he is good. He's got power behind him. He got real good skill, and he's from the two fights that I've seen, because I saw his first Border Wars. I don't remember which number that was, but where he also got a knockdown, I believe.
Yes, that was in L.A. 2000, I think 18, 17 or 18.
And right now, Anthony Edwards is exactly what he's considered one of the best pound for pound in Border Wars. I give credit where credit is due.
Now, I ask because, since you have been brought down to 68, that is the Edwards and the multiple title division.
Oh, yes, and I understand. I'm not coming just to compete a few times. I'm coming to get the belts. Anthony Edwards is the best, so eventually, with more training, and I know with more wins, eventually me and Anthony Edwards will meet. And from when you look at it now, and when you look at it at that time when it goes down, you will give me more of a chance. Look at these people that are calling in now. But at first it's like, I don't know. And then after the first day after, it was like, you know what? Maybe he did it. Maybe he's not for this. And now it's like, look, you know what? He is for this. He's got something going on, and he will prove it.
Definitely agree with you and believe that you are for this and that you're going to prove it fight after fight and performance after performance. And definitely not rushing you to Edwards, just letting you know. That's the top of the division. I just want you to know that that's the division you've placed yourself in by losing this weight.
That's the division I placed myself in his division when he was 185. I know where the belts right. I'm coming for those belts. I know with training and hard work, I know I can get them belts. You will see me with those belts around my shoulders, around my waist, and and hopefully one day maybe all 5 of them will come my way.
Well, all right.
Okay.
That's what we talking about. Listen, man, Matt, let me get to the promoter. See if you don't fall off this time. H Money, talk to me. H, you there?
Hey, yo, what's up with it? That's what's good. It's your boy H Money, Mr. Dazn, the Thaboxingvoice 2019 Rookie of the Year, the Promoter of the Year, the Caller of the Year, all of that. I took that. I took mine. You dig? Hey, Ness, check me out. Joesph Rodriguez, yeah, I promote Joesph. It's respect. I respect Matt. But y'all got disrespecting my brother, bruh. Guess what, bruh? I'm telling you like this. Just name one Mexican named Mac. You not a real Mexican, bruh. You from America. You don't have the heart like Jimmy. You ain't got that grit. You ain't letting your hands go, man. And you don't even have a win. And you doing all this loudmouth clout chasing after the Mikey Garcia of Border Wars. Let's talk about the Mikey Garcia of Border Wars.
Hold on. How he clout chasing somebody he signed to fight? It's over. That's who he fighting.
And he been clout chasing in the chat like them other clout chasers. A lot of them. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna give them no fame. And that's because, I went viral. And ain't nobody putting in work like me, bro. Ain't nobody. You can't name one. It took me 2 weeks. I got 4 fights on Border Wars, bro. And I got a new fighter. Ness, I just want you to announce the fight, though, big bro. You feel me? I got Greg Morgan versus Robert Bonilla. You know what I'm saying? He signed up. I told you, that's Boxing Therapy's friend. He recommended a fighter to me. And I went and did it like Eddie Hearn. Ness, I got a new fighter, bro. And I got breaking news. B. Pauly, he's a part of TMG Promotions. Yes, B. Pauly, he is the What's what's that nigga name, man? That motherfucker. What's his name on PBC? That nigga with the gray hair with the low cut. He just got the key to the city from the mayor. What's that nigga?
Sam Watson.
Sam Watson.
Yeah. B. Paulie's the new Sam Watson of TMG Promotions, the Super Chat King and alumni. Ness, look what I'm doing, man. It's chess, not checkers. I'm making great moves, man. And I gotta thank the team. Ness, come on. You came home. You stamped me, put me on the map with Deontay Wilder. That's why they jealous. I fuck with the heavyweight champ. Like, I don't know these clout chasers. A lot of people calling my name, but I'm promoting, doing a hell of a job. Ain't never been done before. Jose said it. Been on the Boxing Voice. 10 years. 10 years on the Boxing Voice, bro. He said ain't nobody like me, Ness. Look at the fights, bro. Jordan Baker, boxing therapy, a hell of a fight. All the hype around it. Jimmy and Matt, the beef is real. This shit is real. This a big fight. Mexican, a real Mexican. Julio Cesar Chavez type. 109 wins. Jimmy undefeated. Jimmy is the A side. Can't nobody beat Jimmy, bro. Jimmy beat Gil. He was 185, Ness. 185. Jimmy beat him. He didn't complain. Fought him. Matt, you complaining about Danny. Danny was bigger than you, and you lost. Get in the win column, bro. I'm winning. I'm a winner. I ain't never lost. I'm undefeated. You can check my background. I'm in the streets. My niggas dying. I'm still living, nigga. What's up? I'm still here, Ness, but look, it's about the fighters, you know, because I'm already a star, Ness. It's about the fighters. I'm doing my P. Diddy thing. I got me a Mason Betha. I got me a Biggie and Ness. You feel me? I got my Biggie and Ness. Nobody want to fight Anthony Edwards. What's up with Anthony Edwards versus Danny right now, then? What's up right now, then? Since they want to lie and clout chase after TMG fighters. That's what they do. What's up right now? Where Danny at? You ducking? You ducking the
Nah, he covering the Canelo fight, and that's more than likely gonna be in Las Vegas on the day the Border Wars. That's the only reason. That's the only reason he ain't take the Matt Garces machine gun rematch is because he knew that he is going to cover the Canelo fight. You know, he's right now in Houston covering the Charlo fight for TBV. So you know he out there putting in that work. You know what I mean? When he can make it, he will.
But guess what, Ness? Anthony Edwards gonna knock him out. That's what I'm telling you. What happened to Eric Cruz? Never been dropped. Ness, can we make him the champion? I mean, I want to take it to court. I feel like I need to talk to the commission and we have a sit down because he should be elevated.
Maybe Eric Cruz and Anthony Edwards could get a rematch for the titles, man.
He ain't fighting. He ducking. He got concussed. He don't want to fight this Border Wars, Ness. That's why I told you it was a knockout. It was a slow count. Look, he ain't even fighting.
He ain't tell me that. He ain't tell me
he ain't fighting. He told me that. He ain't fighting.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? He got concussed.
Maybe he trolling you, bro. He's fought every Border Wars. Like, maybe he just trolling you like you troll people.
Who dropped him? Who dropped him, though? Who's the first one to drop him?
I mean, who was?
Anthony Edwards. Eric Cruz, a Hall of Famer.
So maybe,
I got respect for him.
So maybe he going to want his rematch.
Well, accept it. Eric Cruz, please call in the show.
And with the belts on the line now, because that was the whole thing, you know. He felt he lost his belt unjust. He wanted a rematch with Jose. Jose did all this fuckery. Jose ruined friendships, you know. And that, look, everybody hurt each other. Let's just put it that way. And it's come out really fucked up because Jose's gone, Tony's gone, Sal's gone. Edwards is left without a fight and no belts. Cruz is left without no belts and you know, 2 losses now. He can't even avenge his loss to Jose. So it's got to come from Cruz to want to do it. Only he knows if he's going to be able to train and, you know, get it in. But I mean, he might. Anthony Edwards is out there and the belts are out there. And we have to decide what to do. But right now, there's no one. We can't just give them to Edwards with no fight.
Like Lennox Lewis, the WBC, Ness, is all respect.
Yeah,
it's all respect,
but Lennox had like 20 fights. You talking about Edwards having like 2 fights?
3-0. 3-0. He ran off the dude off the show, Manchester. He ain't never came back to the show, Ness.
Yeah, but
Boogeyman status.
But look, you gotta get in the ring like Curtis Harper to get the W on your resume. Like you can't not show up to the whole fight. Like he never showed up to the fight card, so Edwards can't get a win.
But look, check this out. That's who gonna step up to the plate and fight him. That right now, Eric Cruz,
I
the
mean,
challenge is out
yo,
there
there's
to
people.
everybody.
There's people that signed up. There's people that signed up.
Anybody. We'll take anybody.
And
I'm his promoter.
I don't know this guy that you said signed up. I'm checking with Jose to see because I didn't receive any information
Yeah.
on him. And
His name
remember,
is
and we got to get the tape
Greg.
though. We got the tape. We can't just be signing
I
fights,
got you.
son, because you got to be careful, man. What if this dude's got 2 years experience and he lying to you? We got to see the tape. We got to see the tape.
I got you. He gonna send me the footage, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ness, you know how I do it, man. We making big moves, Ness. I mean, and tomorrow the show on Border Wars, Ness, I got a special guest, B. Paulie with me. We talking about TBV. We bringing subscribers to TBV and Border Wars, Ness. That's all I'm doing. Name another one like me, though. Name another one.
It's only one H Money.
Hey, I'm a boomerang back in. You know me.
Money. We out though. I want to thank everybody that called in. Do appreciate it. Listen, you could hit that thumbs up button, future, present, past. It helps with the visibility of the show. Border Wars is not for everyone. So if this isn't for you, don't apply. Let it fly. You know, if it is, stick around, tune in, rewind, and learn a little something about Border Wars. I want to shout out Coach Mide, JD, Mike, F.O.G, Gemji, Matt, Mofongo, Eddie, Bola de Grasa, Joesph, Big Supermax, Santiago, the Silent Killer, Marvin, the Tank. Hopefully Robert Ortiz is going to be on that card. Boxing Therapy, Jordan Baker, Sal, Iron Sal, Tony G, Mexican Butterbean. Fuck, who else, man? Who else? Robert Bonilla, Russ the Bus, Jose.
Shout out Russ the Bus, man. I just seen him on his IG page. He got married. Him and his wife got married. They were signed their marriage license or whatever. So big ups to them. You know what I'm saying?
What's up. Yeah, man. They calling her the TBV 2019 rider, man. She's a official piece, so it's good that he went ahead and wifed her up, man. She was by his side. Took the ride with him up the Border Wars. They made a vacation out of it. Shout out to Gus the Bus. Who else, man? Who else? Hasael, Cantu. Who else? Info Joe, Alex Lemon. Who else? Even the hipster joined in. Boxing MD. Who else?
Marvin the Tank.
I know I mentioned Marvin. Who else? Eric Cruz. Who else?
TBV Casual fan.
Huracan. Enrique Church. Who else, man? Shout out to Coach Terrific, Danny from Fitness Superstore LLC. Shout out to the WBC, Mike. I just talked to them. The chair is coming from the UK, so he's going to get the tracking number and give it to me, but he has not forgotten you. So shout out to the WBC. What else, man? If I missed anyone, shout out obviously to H Money, like he said, putting in work. Deej, H Money, Gemji. Who else? Castle Hill Gill. Who else? Naja, real Naja chick for being a judge. Stainless for being a judge. Jay in Orlando for being a judge and a promoter. Shout out Coach Cunningham for hosting us that year. Who else, man? Border Wars is growing, man. I've been talking to Big Baby's trainer, too, and now that Big Baby's getting a fight, we might do it there. It's nothing. Like I said, it's only 15 miles away. Like, from my house, New York is only 15 miles away, and my gym is actually 20 miles away. Now, here's the trick. My house to my gym will get there faster.
It's free, too.
It's 30 minutes and it's free to get to. My house to Big Baby's gym, we gonna pay to get over there because of the bridge. It's gonna be traffic, and it's gonna be hard as fuck to find parking because their gym is literally under the projects.
Better hop on that train.
Nah, not with my equipment. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah, man.
So, anybody I'm missing? I don't think so. I'm out. Peace out. We're going to do some fight chats. I think we're going to definitely do Brandon Adams. I hope they don't keep me up late. What time you think they're doing Brandon Adams, Jamal Charlo?
Probably about 10. So if that fight started at 10, then they probably start that fight, at 11. It starts at 11.
I hope I make it up. Anything early today, man?
Andre and Selecki might be a little bit earlier than that. I think that fight should be like around 9. And that's about it, man. Yeah. That fight should be around 9. And the Brandon Adams and Charlo will be at 11.
Okay, well, definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel right here at youtube.com/Thaboxingvoice. Hit that notification bell, because when we do go live, you're going to want to get that notification. And for everyone asking, how do you sign up to Border Wars? You can check the description box below. There's a sign up to Border Wars using this link at http://www.everbright.ca/e/border whatever. All right, just know that. You can find the rest. Just go in the link, click that. We'll be back today. I don't know, what time is Andre Selecki?
Damn, boy, you don't listen to shit, nigga. 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay, so we could probably do that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just like, I
first.
don't know. We didn't even do Daniel Jacobs Selecki. It's like, are we really gonna do, off-air conversation? Yo, Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. I'm out. Do say, arrivederci. Goodbye.
Peace out.